Ladies and G's, boys and G's, it's the forbidden son of athletics, KaraboJ, with another episode of the TrackInsider ZA. I am not alone, I am with.
He is here with Thapelo, Mhlanga, aka Thappies.
Ladies and G's, boys and G's, it's the forbidden son of athletics, KaraboJ, with another episode of the TrackInsider ZA. I am not alone, I am with.
He is with Thapelo Mhlanga, aka Thappies, and man, we are back to do the most for you guys here.
Yeah. Welcome back to another week of the TrackInsider ZA. It's so quiet. It's so different today, but we missed a week, and we said we might miss a week. We apologize for that. I think I was in Bloom. Yeah, I was in Bloom, came back.
Yeah.
So I went home, and then, what a week I've had. One of the craziest weeks, but I will explain the story someday on a different thing. Actually, yeah, we were meant to discuss it, but off air.
Off air.
Yeah,
we'll
different thing.
Yeah.
That might be coming soon. November might be coming soon. A better way from athletics. We spoke about it, but not confirmed. Yeah, so we are going to do that. Anyways, let's get into it. The TrackInsider ZA, we are back. How has this week been for you? It has been a training week.
This week was actually hectic. Yeah, it was. Hey man, I talk training.
Karate training.
Yeah, what I know. In sense of, I take a bus from here to APK. Then when I get to APK, get in a bus EVA. I go from APK to North Cliff by running. Yeah. I run to North Cliff. I get there. I rest like 30 minutes. In that 30 minutes, I stretch. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
I run. So I still actually do run, like almost every day.
Sure.
Yeah. Run like it's, I think, 6-7 kilometers. And then get to the dojo, rest 30 minutes. I stretch. Then I start an hour of karate. Then I fight. And then like 4 or 5 times a week. Yeah, I do that. So,
but how is it hectic? Like, what's hectic? Is it maybe like the things that you guys are doing, or what?
Yeah, training in general.
Because I feel like you need to take a lot mentally.
Yeah.
Physically, what do you do? I'm asking as someone who's doing athletics and maybe have some small knowledge of karate.
Okay, karate is, dude, it's now I use everything in the form of, because it's karate and kickboxing mixed for me, I use everything, which is first elbows, dog shoulder if I have to.
So y'all take on
kicks.
each other at training? No,
not necessarily. You can't always fight somebody every day. That's sparring. You spar now and then, but let's say you shadow fight. You know what shadow fighting is? Yeah. Have you seen shadow boxing? Then you have to fight your opponent. You need to learn to be your own opponent first before. So you always need to concentrate. When you're fighting, fight on your level. Fight someone your size. So sparring teaches you that when you're fighting someone your size, you must punch to the angle of your pace, punch, and then you do that, and that becomes exercise. And at the same time, you learn technique, you learn form, because we can't just start fighting when you don't know form. Now you're fighting with someone who's been training and knows the technique. Now, if I'm new, you still have to go through basics, learn the techniques, learn the different kicks, go through the different stages of the belt. Then when you are on a belt where we can see now you can fight, then you start to spar, because now you kind of see what's going on. But when you just knew, you wouldn't just spar. So it's actually good. But the training is hectic because you're on your feet bouncing the whole time. You punch, change legs to be able to do it both sides. So that you can be able to punch this side and that. Like, it's crazy.
Both sides,
Also, I also have gym. We also have school.
Which is hectic at this point.
Which is also hectic at this point of time, you know. Now it's semester test.
Almost there. It's almost there.
Get the semester test. Yo, come on, dog. Get a video presentation. Hey, you know, dog. You didn't do a video presentation because you were the freaking leader of the group.
But I was controlling things. But anyways,
exactly. Controlling things is not.
No, but I was like the chair of the conference. So I was there as well.
Okay, but you were there.
But see how we shifted away from track and field. We just want to give personality to this thing. You know, we don't want to always come here and bore you with a lot of information. Sometimes let's give personality to it for you guys to know who we are, you know, and sometimes what we do.
Yeah.
And what it takes for us to be here on Mondays, recording on Sundays.
Yeah.
So yeah, it takes a lot. Sometimes we have tough weeks, sometimes we have easy weeks.
Yeah.
It's just that we don't talk about it. But I think it's good if we do sometimes talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good
for someone to actually know what you actually do is kind of better, you know. So that what do they do?
Exactly.
They're just judging.
Yeah.
They're just judging the people. And then next, we actually do participate in sports. We are in a sports, should I say
Community.
sports program?
Yeah.
Program and community, because basically we're in sports and I left one sport. Okay, I didn't say I left it. I can never say I left it because I didn't leave, because I can still come back.
Okay.
I'm still young. I'm still fit enough to come
This
back.
is athletics, by the way.
This is athletics. This is athletics. I've been an athlete for the past since grade 9. And in that time, I've worked hard enough. You know, ran my fair share of big competitions and done some progress. The fact that I can still run, you know, those kilometers every day. You know, it's not like athletics kilometers. It's just now a little jog today. But you know, it still has that boom, rather than like me sitting and not having any athletics. But then if I ever decided to come back, I could make a plan to do both. But for now, doing both is just killing me because I still have school and I still have, you know, it's workout maybe next year when I can have karate and that. But at the same time, I need an income, so I need a job. I need to freaking start applying for jobs now.
Yeah, I'm also coming back to training.
Yeah.
This week. Yeah, this week I'm actually coming back after 20 days of being out. My foot. Do you remember the story about?
Oh
my foot?
yeah, the story you told me about
I'm
that.
coming back today. Oh yeah, today will be Monday, so I'm coming back today.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time ever during 20 days we had USAs. I was there as a photographer. It was a great experience to see cross country back on sort of a bigger scale.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had fun. We won. But I don't want to limit my association on this channel.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm open to anything and any team. Yeah.
But then,
I've
Mara,
said,
enter
jobs.
we
We are also sport management students.
Yeah.
And I think we can do a lot besides sport management. But let's get into athletics now.
No, wait. Before we
into
get into athletics, we're actually talking about something else. Before we get into athletics, but then you know, I think this channel era source. We can
Yeah,
add
but
sauce.
let's get into
no,
athletics.
wait.
This is the TrackInsider ZA.
Yeah, this is TrackInsider ZA. It's like we have 20 minutes for that. We have 2 minutes.
Now we have 20.
Yeah, okay, but then you must understand.
Yeah.
It's just, we can actually do a lot, guys. We're gonna come up with some things for you guys so that we can all have fun together, so that we can get to know our people and communicate more with you guys. I think that would really be amazing. So y'all should stay tuned. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna be here with me, Thapelo Mhlanga, aka Thappies, and you're gonna be with KaraboJ, and it's gonna be amazing for real.
Let's get into athletics. This week, I think the biggest and shocking news and the most disappointing, shattering, dude. Young Agnes Tirop, Kenyan athlete. She just broke the world record in the 10K, I think, road. And she got murdered by her husband. Or let me say her partner. Yeah. 25-year-old, bright future ahead of her. And this is what happened in Kenya. I just saw it now, a few minutes ago, that he got arrested.
Damn, that's...
And they're still doing some investigations. Yeah. We lost a really prominent athlete, a young and upcoming athlete. An athlete that was maybe even going to win Olympics, World Championships. It is not the happiest of times when somebody loses their lives. And especially in this way.
In this kind of way, yeah.
Yeah, it's
where someone else had to be potatabateng. I feel like also in the world, man, we really need to work on the way that just males and the gender violence. Just people really have to change about that. I really hope people do work on it. It's not even just say, let me not say people, all of us, including myself, including everybody, because we do something, you know, we can't say specific people have to get better. We all have to get better. to avoid such things. It's really, really just not right.
It really does a lot of, it hits hard when you have to think about it, because now, like, we live in a world where women literally have to fear their lives when they're with their partners, because they don't know what this person can do to them the next day.
Yeah.
It's messed up, because I'm just thinking about myself, né? As a male. I'm thinking I would never do that to a woman.
Yeah. Never.
But at the same time, maybe that guy, Agnes saw that guy as someone who would never do that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you are with someone and you're like, he would never do this. Or I'm also thinking about myself. I'm like, I would never do it. But yeah, man, it's
crazy. It's crazy what people
do. So rest in peace to Agnes Tirop. Condolences to her and her family and the Kenyan Federation at large. You know, everybody who's close to her.
Yeah.
It's a tragic loss to also the Trackenfield community.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's really, really a tragic loss. And
yeah, we also had European sort of awards. You know, they were just giving out awards to people who deserved it. Karsten Valholm got an award. Leah Springer got an award. Sasha Zoya got an award for young, up-and-coming, promising athlete. You know, a couple of athletes got awards. I was not really interested in that. I'm interested in the upcoming World Athletics Awards.
Yeah.
You know, that are going to be very interesting. I'm looking at maybe Sifana San winning big, because she has done a lot this year.
Actually, a lot of people have done a lot this year. Even
yeah,
in the sprint side.
Sifan, dude.
The ladies in the sprint side.
Yeah. But they're not really going to give them awards. I don't think so, man. You know, because the awards are big awards. You know, they give you like Female Athlete of the Year, you know, such things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The track and field community has done a lot, but
who do you think Female Athlete of the Year could be? Female of the
Year. I would
year.
give it to Sifan.
Sifan Hassan.
Yeah.
Male.
Fred Curley. Fred Curley or Karsten?
These Caster. This is a whole freaking crazy division.
Fred Curley, Karsten. But we will get there. We will also have our own awards, you know, where we just say who we think deserves to be.
Yeah.
Yesterday for you, Stephen Mukoka won the Cape Town Marathon. First time since COVID it happened. He won in a time of, I don't know the time, it was very relevant. I was happy that he won. A South African winning a marathon in South Africa for
first time in a while.
First time, in a good time. The other marathons that South Africans would win would be the Comrades Marathon, or maybe the JG Zuma Marathon or something like that. But this time, Stephen Mokoka, congratulations.
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 You took it. Yeah. And month end is actually 10K SA Champs. We will see you guys there. We hope that you guys doing the road are gonna do well. There's also track and field happening, high school track and field.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Dog,
we need to go watch that, dog. So when I 151, you know how cute it is to see Aboma. Okay, that's not cute, but it's actually dope. I'm sorry. Not like the primary kids.
Yeah.
But then like Boma, 17-year-old guys, 17, 18-year-olds running 150, 151.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting to see that. So I really want to go see. I saw there's a few Puma School of Speed and Twiza coming up. Mm-hmm. And I saw there's a few in Reimsach, there's Tugs, there's
Durban and
North. We are too far for that.
Now let's get into the topic of the day, which is mental health within athletics.
Yeah.
And we just want to share this again. We are not psychologists, we are not doctors, we are not professionals. We just share our opinion of what we know, or of what we think is good for us.
For us at that,
we have a conversation and try to maybe figure out how can we solve some problems.
Something like that,
mental health issues are probably issues that affect athletes psychologically, and therefore it affects their performance physically. You know, sometimes we can have the best training, you can have the best fitness, but maybe because your mind is not in the right place at the right time, you do not give the right performance. Therefore, it leads for you to not qualifying for nationals or Olympics or world championships. So such issues are huge, and sometimes it even leads some athletes to leaving the sport, to going and pursue some sort of detrimental things like drugs, alcoholism, and even sometimes crime. You know, I think we've seen a lot of athletes dip out of the sport to turn into something else. It's not only the sport athletics, but it's also football. Call it any sport. You know, there's some people that have maybe left the sport because of some mental issues that they were not really dealing with correctly, and some bad things happened to them. So now let's get to our sport, athletics, right? And the biggest thing that maybe affects our mental health. I tried looking at this athletic scene in South Africa, and the biggest thing that maybe has a negative effect on someone's mind is maybe a collective of things. The background, the lack of support, social issues. For instance, where I am from, being an athlete or track and field athlete, it's sort of taboo. It's not something that we're used to. You know? So even the friends I have around me would sometimes, I'm just generalizing. I'm not saying my friends are doing it, but I'm just saying for
how
someone,
it happens,
from my background, sometimes the friends would demotivate you or motivate you to leave the sport.
Lashana. When I'm I thought, I didn't have
the lack of support. I'm talking about financial support, physical support, emotional support. Because you can literally train for 5 months, be at your best. Let me just say months. Be at your best. You are supposed to run your first race next week. You get a hamstring injury. You don't know from where or from how, but it happens. And there's no support. You know, but we're also going to talk about the lack of support in terms of getting injured and how getting injured hits you mentally. But let's get to these ones. So the way I described how where I'm from, sometimes running is something unheard of.
Where it's a sport and serious.
I think this is gonna be a series of videos, maybe 4 parts. We need a lot of time to talk about mental health. We can't.
Mental health is big. It's big because in sense of the way you say it, then there are people, when you get into a certain group of people, when they demotivate you like that and they keep telling you, people will obviously, some of them would always say that like, Majidana wasang motivate and give it up. And then there are those kind of people.
It happens. It really happens.
When then there are those kind of people when that happens, let me be the difference, where since there is nobody that has ever done this, let me be the first to do it. Then other young kids will see and be inspired by me and know that you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. So, you know, it all depends on the person's mental state and how strong you are yourself. Because if you're not,
so are you essentially saying that sometimes have the confidence to come out of that shell and be on your own? Independent and have the confidence and say,
I get it sometimes, guys, all the time. You must freaking understand that you are the best in the world and that you are here to do it. When you set your mind up to something, you must remember you are a one-man army. You are a one-man army. Even if the whole world can turn against you, you've got God on your side. You understand? And that must always be a motivation, because one day, or someone that you are so attached to, and then they don't believe in you, and then now you kind of have to turn away. You have to kind of always believe in that sense that you can make it.
But not everybody believes in themselves that way, you know.
I know.
Some people that really lack confidence from a very young age, and it's not about them just lacking confidence. It's how they've been raised and how things have been done, and maybe their personality when the people around them have built that personality. Because as human beings, I think we build another human being. So for instance, a child, we sort of shape that child as human beings around that child.
Yeah.
We shape them and we shape their personality. So let's say we've raised them to be somebody who lacks confidence. Then how does that person find it within themselves? And they've never known that. But how do they find it within themselves to have the confidence now that they need to come out of the shell and be the great self they can be? Because it's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But okay, at home, Vele, now I wasn't raised in a very
Restrictive place.
What do you mean restrictive?
Like the way they confine your behavior or
nothing like that. So for me, but I don't know if I should say no, intellect it has nothing to do with home. All the confidence I've always been. When I was younger, I was actually a kid. I got bullied in primary. I actually got bullied. This is a story, crash. I actually got bullied. Nang sharp. I used to take my lunch money. I was bullied. I've never been in a fight before. Salabang sharp, but I never fought back. You understand? It was always like
But are you okay? Did you get through that?
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to explain. I've always had that shy side, and I always had this thing inside of me that I would always go far to please people because I was afraid they might jiggle on me and not support me. And if they didn't support me, I wouldn't be great. You understand? And then I started doing athletics. And when I started doing athletics, I saw that I had to train hard to become good. And then when I got to a higher level, my coach always reminded me, hard work is what pays off. And then the harder you worked, people just admire your work. And then I saw it as, it's like when you start something. If you're gonna start gymming, if I start gymming and I'm like, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder, people are gonna laugh. They're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
People said that when I started karate, and I was like, I'm gonna go do mixed martial arts. They're like, yeah, they're gonna knock you out. Like they think I'm stupid enough to just go into a cage and go fight.
Yeah.
I'm obviously gonna go train karate for 3-4 years. Then I'm gonna start considering myself. Then when they see I'm good, now they're no more gonna say, I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna do this. Now they come with a positivity. Hey, that guy is good. That guy is that. So you must always remember when you low in something and you're not doing good yet, people will always take you for nothing. They'll always be like, but then if kono kalang something, they would never believe in you. And you shouldn't take that for granted. You should believe in yourself in that time and be like, you know what, let me build it. And when you work hard and get to the top, suddenly those people will start to support you. And when you see those people support, that's when you will start to realize sometimes the hate is what makes you grow. The hate is what sometimes just needs to motivate you, that when people think you will never get there, you know what you set your mind to, work hard to it and achieve it. And when you achieve it, people suddenly start looking up to you. So
what I'm getting is, learn to be confident.
Yes.
Even if it takes time, even if it takes the smallest steps, at a young age, learn to be confident.
Yeah. And just
learn to stand up for
who you are,
what's in you and what's in your mind, and what you believe in.
Always stand up for who you are and what's in your mind.
As hard as it may be, like I said, we are not sometimes the people that will make things better for you.
Yeah.
I don't think we can reach everyone in the entire world, but we can try saying this because we're just having a conversation. So learn to be confident, learn to stand out, and believe in it. I think that's the best thing you can do. Believe in it, because once you believe in something, as much as people taught you to believe in the negative, once you believe in something, it's really gonna be hard for someone to turn that against you. So whoever it is, maybe start learning how to be confident. Start believing in it. And
even if there's nobody there to hype it up yourself, you know what, be your own hype. It's never wrong to be your own hype. Be your own hype.
I wanted to say, I will definitely try getting a psychologist, dude, and maybe just
Linda, it's definitely something to always consider. A psychologist, someone who can.
I'm saying
speak,
psychologist.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying for personal now. I'm saying a psychologist. I was just about to say like,
They saw that we're shooting, they have respect.
Yeah, they have respect. Psychologists are actually like, you know, if you really are struggling with those kind of stuff, psychologists are good people to speak to. They can really help you get over a lot of things. So for the people out there, you know, Vele Babaling in school, who are in UJ, you know, we have PsyCAD, others, you know, there are definitely numbers that you can check out so that you can, you know, literally grow and just...
Surely there's free psychological services.
There have to be all over. There have to be, because that can really be a big problem into also for like suicide prevention and stuff like that, because those are stuff that need to be spoken about. You know, I wish if this was actually like a freaking actual different channel, we would invite, but actually we can. Yeah, we're gonna invite a psychologist over here, speak more about it. Yeah, and I'm so sorry.
Sure. That's no problem.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that.
The support, the actual support, the physical support, and the emotional support. But we will get to the emotional. Let's talk about the physical support at times. When you don't have your not even your parents, you don't need your parents. Whoever guardian or whoever friend or people that are in your life and close to you, sometimes supporting you physically, or even with the materialistic things. For instance, spikes, running shoes.
Yeah, those kind of stuff. Yeah,
you might have some type of psychological disadvantage compared to the others who have those kind of
stuff. Yeah,
and it somehow affects your performance, and you're confident in your performance.
Yeah,
confidence in your performance. I just want to say this to parents, to friends, to families who have somebody in the athletics world and they love the sport. Please do, by all means, try to support them, you know, physically. It does a lot. You know, it does a lot. I remember when I think I was 9, and I was running my first AGN cross-country championships. And my parents were there. I ran my best race that season. And I didn't care if I won or if I did well or what. But I was just in a good place mentally because they're actually here watching me do what I love.
It does. Yeah. It does.
So please, even if it's one training session, go there and just look at the person and just tell them you're doing well. You're doing well. You know, it goes a long way. Physically,
it does. You know, it's again, and like, not just, you know, to say in the sport, in any sport, man, ladies and gentlemen, let's support our kids, our siblings, whoever you are, our friends, your friends too, anybody that's there.
Just be there, yeah.
Just be there. We're taking Waspana, you're doing the most, and I can see you are growing who you are, man. So please, let's do that for our people, love them, and let's groom each other to grow, man. That can literally be the best thing we can do for each other as humans and friends. Mentally, that can actually just go a very long way. For someone to be mentally stable, that's the aim.
And financially as well, but that's to which extent you can, because financially, it's troublesome. Sometimes people cannot afford to support their kids or their friends or their family members in athletics. You know, they have priorities like buying food to actually feed the family instead of buying spikes or running shoes, you know, and sometimes you understand that. But if you do have the capabilities of supporting someone financially, please do. It's also a big thing, you know. For instance, running shoes prevent, like we said, a lot of injuries, a lot of trouble when running, a lot of discomfort. Spikes as well, even shorts, running shorts, maybe running shirts or t-shirts as well. Please do try support them financially, getting them to races, because look, man, our conversations can lead to other conversations, because firstly, I don't understand why we're supposed to pay for athletics, you know, for running. Why do we have to pay for running?
For everything.
Yeah.
Why? Hey, now.
At least let's pay at a certain age, or let a club have a certain amount of money.
Let me tell you, LDP. Wabonore athletics ya patela go agona di international bo ma Olympics. Wa bona ko karate mo ngwe ke bonang so se bonang. Te ponele. See yourself.
That's just how it is.
See yourself international nagana. No kya tsama kwa para South Africa.
You take yourself.
See yourself. Yana. Bampuditse ke maketsa le wena.
Yo.
Ke nako ya international yana. Guys, I want to move to America, like for real.
But yeah.
Nah, this is for real. Guys, if y'all have plugs, I really want to go to the US next year and like.
Let's finish this episode.
Oh, another plug.
Let's finish this episode.
For me to go to.
No, I don't have a plug. Let's finish this episode.
Oh, guys, don't plug, bro.
It's a series of episodes. We're starting at part 1, maybe mental health in athletics. This is a part 1. We're gonna have a part 2 and maybe a part 3, part 4. We're just gonna have a series of it every single week. Yeah, we're just gonna talk about mental health because it's not something you talk about in 30 minutes and just leave it.
Yeah.
Let's hope we get that. And let's hope next week we start on it straight up, you know, have 30 minutes dedicated to this. Yeah, ladies and G's, boys and G's, it has been the forbidden son of athletics, KaraboJ, with another episode of the TrackInsider ZA. I was not alone, I was with.
He was with Thapelo Mhlanga, aka Thappies, man. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. I love you guys. Y'all are amazing. Y'all keep on telling your friends, tell your friends to subscribe to this channel. Boy, now, this excited. We're gonna do the most, man.
And anybody who wants to be on this episode or who wants to have an opinion of this and this episode or this topic, please do email us. The email is down there. The contacts are down there.
Like, man, I want to get tuned in with y'all. Like, I want to, you know, I want to be to Malas with the fans, man. Do the most, guys.
If you know a psychologist as well who's interested in talking about this publicly, please share us their contact details. We'll get you. Goodbye.